Hi friends, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do a really cute project. This is just my my trial, and I used a Christmas card. So you don't actually have to use a photo for this project. If you just want to use Christmas cards that you've received in the past, or even some pretty ones that are out there right now that you just think are really pretty, you can turn them into an ornament on the machine with just the designs on the machine. You don't have to buy a design for this. It's just a square or a heart or whatever shape you want to go with, okay? My first trial through, I used one of these pretty Michaela Jones greeting cards that you get from Leaning Tree. You might find them, you know, sometimes in farm stores and little convenience stores all around the country. But I've found them mostly in Oregon, and I fell in love with her art a long time ago. I'm not going to turn this into a I love Michaela video, but oh my gosh, I love her art. So one day I'll actually have a painting, but on the back of it, when you find one of these, it tells you all about who she is, and you can find her on Instagram. She's still painting and painting and painting and painting away, and she does absolutely gorgeous work. Obviously, I'm in love with all the colors that she uses. But I also wanted to show you guys, I messed up this one, so I had to tape my ribbon on the back of it and then sew it on, and then I have to add a bow over it to kind of, or like a gem or something to cover that up. So I have to fix that up later. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this adorable picture of my niece and nephew, my nephew and his bride-to-be, and they sent their save the date. They're so excited. So that's for next year, and hopefully coronavirus will be a thing of the past by then and we will all be together. Can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to use that same felt that I used on the back, but you can also just use a piece of cardstock. You know, like if you were using those cards, you can just use the back of the Christmas card, but the felt will give it that pretty touch. So this is, I'm pretty sure I found this at Joann's or Hobby Lobby, one of those major craft stores. And then this is just a piece of the front of Barbie packaging. It's pretty sturdy plastic. So it's, you don't have to do this with the cards because they're already kind of sealed, but with pictures, if you want this to be an ornament that lasts a long time, just go ahead and cut out a piece of the plastic that's the same size. And you can, I mean, this Barbie plastic is pretty thick, but you can use, you know, probably plastic from, you know, packaging, food packaging kind of plastic. There's all kinds of ways to get this kind of plastic. It's pretty simple, and you don't want to go much thicker than the Barbie stuff, but that's just what I have. All right, so I have my hoop already ready, and the stabilizer that I'm using isn't stabilizer, it's garden fabric. It's landscape fabric. I use this whenever I'm doing stuff that doesn't require washing or anything like that. It lasts forever. It can take the heat, and all, I mean, it can't take iron heat, but it can take like the heat of the sun, so I can use it on outdoor projects. So we're just going to use it today on this because it's just easy, and we can save our good stabilizer for stuff that needs, you know, that can handle being washed and stuff like that. And stuff like that and stuff like that. If you weren't sick of hearing that yet. One of the other things I forgot to mention was, this is a really old roll, but we're going to use just a little, let's see, does it have the thing? 1/4 inch ribbon. Alright, but you can use any ribbon that you want. The 1/4 inch ribbon is just going to be the easiest to get up over branches on a tree and over hooks and stuff like that because it's small. What we're going to do first is we're going to go in here. Let's see, can we get that any clearer? There we go. We're going to go right here, and you can choose your shape. I'm going to just go ahead and go with the square, And number 10 is just our simple straight stitch. We're going to go into adjust and layout and then size. And we are going to make it really big. Big as we can. So it reaches the whole entire thing. And then put our foot down. See the cat hair on there. I think this is for my own house. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna pop it off of the machine. We're gonna run that 2 more times, so don't clear it. We're just gonna move this from the machine. And I'm gonna move you over here where you can see me maybe. Okay. Thanks for being patient with me with learning my new camera and the lighting and all that stuff. My husband said he'll be a, what do you call it, cameraman for me. But sometimes I just get inspired and I can't wait for others. And that's usually a lot of the time. Or I can't expect somebody to sit around for hours while I'm doing a project. Alright, so we're going to just take our piece of ribbon, and I didn't measure it, but I think it's probably about 4 inches long, 4 to 5 inches long. And we're going to tape it right in the middle. In my hoop, there's an arrow to show me where to line up the hoop. So I'm just going to lean on that and tape right inside of there. Okay, and then we get to place Joey and Laura and figure out with this where their heads can sit. Oh, that's going to be so cute. Okay, I need to cut off this bottom a little bit. Trying to keep it in the camera so you can see it in the camera view. Okay. So that gets them in there nice. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of tape on the top and a little bit of tape on the bottom, but do not put tape on the sides, because even though this shows this stops here, you don't want to have any tape. I mean, this will be fine really, but for the most part when you're doing these kind of things, you just want to stick to the top and the bottom. And that makes it where your needle never goes into any gluey, gummy stuff. Oops. Okay. It's a little, see how it's just right on the edges on the side? So I have to be very careful. Okay. All right, and then we'll flip them over. We'll put that guy there. I still have to cut the plastic too. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, so I got my plastic cut. We're just going to stick a couple tiny pieces of tape right there and there. And put that on. And then we have our piece of plastic. I want to make sure I don't have any hair or fingerprints or anything on it. And just place it right in there. Kind of look for... There we go. Okay, it covers the whole entire thing. So I'm going to go ahead and tape that as well. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, and then we're going to run the die line twice. I'm still calling it a die line, but it's not technically a die line anymore. Now it's tack down. And then there's a final stitch usually whenever you're doing it like in the hoop project or applique, but this is the final stitch. So we're just going to run that 2 more times. My thread broke. I'll be back. Okay, I'm re-threaded and ready to go. Okay. Yay! I'm so excited about this, if you can't tell. All right, where's my scissors? Okay, so here it is in the hoop. And then there's the back of it. And we're gonna pop it out of there. We're gonna cut around here. Cut the whole thing out and then cut. I'll show you how to cut that part, okay? Okay. Let's see if we can get that in better focus. All right. So when we have to cut the top, when we have a top that has like that thing, we're gonna do what's called like a bottleneck, where we cut really close to it and then kind of pull it away, cut up. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm not that good of a hand cutter, so I'm probably going to do some trim up after the video, but for tutorial's sake, I think it's going just fine. Oops. So you have to do some trimming, but for the most part, yay! How cute is that going to be when it actually materializes? Okay, so let's take this part right here, kind of trim it up a little bit better. If you already know how to finish this off, you don't have to finish up this video. It's pretty much done. So go ahead and take it. I mean, you can finish it up, but you can fast forward it to the end and see what it looks like at the end is what I'm saying. You don't have to sit through all my jammering. So we pulled back the ribbon and the back stabilizer and kept the picture and the plastic on that front part, and kind of just go seamlessly onto the next part. Okay, and then we'll twist it over, we'll pull this forward, keep this up, and start where we left off over here. And do our best to make it match the front. Okay. So there's that top part. Like I said, after I get off, I'm gonna probably do a little bit more trimming to kind of make it a little bit nicer. I don't want to put you guys through having to sit through all of that with me, but that's gonna bug me even just for showing. Now we'll trim off all of that. Let's just do that really quick. All right, there we go. There's our cute little lovey couple. Oh, I'm so excited. They have been dating forever. They've been such good kids, working on their education, working on themselves, and just like taking their time, and they're finally gonna get hitched. I'm so excited. All right, well, take this and you guys can do all kinds of Christmassy ideas with it. Take your scan and cut and add Merry Christmas to it, so it makes it a Christmas ornament, or you can leave it just like this where it's just a photo ornament. So I hope that this was helpful and fun for you guys. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I woke up with this inspiration to do this put this on the tree for my husband, and he's going to be really excited. Oops, sorry about that. All right, see you guys soon. Bye-bye.